So the following is based on a true story, and this is my confession.
Respectfully. Okay, tell them, mankind, so could will and me, no, Ricardo Joe, tell them me.
So over the last couple of weeks with the latest release of Patrice and I called Toxic Love, and of course the pictures floating around and Patsy and I going a little bit more public about a relationship, there's been a lot of rumors that have been circulating. One in particular is that I am married. I was married. The answer to that is no. I've never been married, not yet at least. However, up until about 5, maybe 6 years ago, I was in a very committed relationship with the mother of my sons. Now, me as a man, I've tried to be great at many things. I've tried to be a great father. I've tried to be a great artist, entertainer, musician, a great friend. I've tried to be great at everything that I do. But there was one thing in particular that I was not great at. And I didn't put the effort in that I needed to. And that was being a good man. Making sure that the individual that you were involved with or your significant other should have been in the happiest space. I was consumed with so many other things. My career, different things in my life that I didn't realize I was falling short in certain areas. And growing up as a child, I would have seen that in my household. And I would always tell myself, I don't want to be that way. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like I've seen it. But then it becomes a lot more difficult to accomplish when you are in the situation. There's so many things that I could have done better. There's so many things that I could have communicated better on. There's so many things that I could have, so much things I could have been better on. So as a man, I could sit down here and say, yes, I was a horrible man. Did I cheat? Yes, I made some mistakes that I literally had to sit down and have a conversation, not only with her, but with my sons, just identifying where I would have went wrong, because at the end of the day, I didn't realize, it didn't click to me at the time that where I was lacking in that department was still me not being a good father. I had to sit down with them. I had to have conversations, tough conversations, as to why certain things would have happened in my life, why would I have made certain decisions. And if you saw season 1, and of course you watched that episode, Daddy wasn't there were so many questions that I had for my father that I didn't realize how difficult those questions were at the time. But now I do, because now my sons are asking questions, my daughter will ask certain questions, and it reached a point in my life where I just felt like enough was enough. And I just had to stop and just kind of refocus, reset, refocus. Now, in no way am I trying to justify some of the mistakes that I would have made in my life. I'm just identifying the mistakes and identifying where I think it would have came from. But I can't speak for the other people. I can only speak for myself, whatever I did and the wrong that I did. So after having this conversation and making some tremendous adjustments and sacrifices in my life, I told myself the next relationship that I am fully committed to, I would do better. I would be better. I'll do everything that I can to make sure that is what it is. So for all the people that are saying that he's married And what about his wife, and what about this, and what about that? The truth is, no, I have not been married, but I will never discredit what my son's mother would have done for me, and not only for me, but for my sons. She deserves that because she's that good of a person. So here, moving forward, I'm just trying to be the best version of me that I can be. You understand? And whoever don't like it, this is for you. So this is my confession. I wasn't the best man, but I am going to do my best to be the best at it now. Yours truly, Ricardo Drue, and this is based on a true story.
Respectfully. Okay, tell them. Mankind, so cool and me. No, Ricardo Drue, tell them I'm me.